How's everyone doing? Today I have a Blu-ray and DVD collection update with 7 pickups, and if you've seen any of these movies or TV shows, definitely let me know what you think of them, and let me know which one of these is your favorite as well. Leave me those comments down below. And these are all movies that I haven't seen. I've seen some episodes from the TV shows, which I'll show at the end. So let me know which one of these I should watch first as well. First up is Breakdown, starring Kurt Russell. This is part of the Paramount Presents line, which I really love what they're doing with this line. I'm excited for Vanilla Sky to get the Paramount Presents release, and their releases are amazing, and I can't wait to see what they release in the future. But Vanilla Sky is one of my all-time favorites. Phenomenal American remake. It improves on the original. Open your eyes on every level. But this is one that I haven't seen. I've heard great things about it. I know Imprint over in Australia released Breakdown. A lot of people were picking that up because it didn't have a US release at the time. And I feel like this always happens to me. You buy a Blu-ray or an import, and then, you know, a different edition is released, like an edition here in the US is announced, or like a 4K release is announced, and you're like, I just got this one. But it has the gatefold slipcover with the original artwork. I have seen that artwork before. I've seen, the movie on shelves and stuff. I know of it, but I haven't actually seen it, and now I'm going to. And this is from 1997. I like that they put the release date on there, and they have bonus features too, which, again, this is an overall release. I like Leonard Maltin when he does a lot of these Paramount Presents special features, but he's not on this one right here. But there's some good filmmaker focus commentary. And one thing I thought was interesting, there's a never-before-seen alternate opening. So that is awesome to check out. It's basically, this is from a remaster from a new 4K scan, and it's about him starting a new life with his wife in California. Their car breaks down on a remote highway. Then a trucker, picks up the wife and takes her to a diner while he waits with the car. And then he finds out that his car was tampered with deliberately. And then he goes looking for his wife. And I assume the trucker's not as nice as he seems to be. That's the vibe I'm getting from this. But there's the slipcover, and then there's that artwork, which also looks really cool. I dig that. And there is a digital copy, and then here's the disc artwork, and there's interior artwork, usually with a quote from the film. Oh, that looks intense. You know what needs a Blu-ray release? Unlawful Entry, also starring Kurt Russell. But yeah, that looks like it's gonna be balls to the wall action. Look at that, Kurt Russell kicking butt. Let me know what your favorite Kurt Russell movie is. For me, right there, John Carpenter's The Thing, my all-time favorite movie, but I really enjoy him as an actor. He's been around for a long time. He was in some like Disney movies as a kid, so it was like, I don't know, it was a World's Strongest Man or something like that, to that effect, where he was, I think, a kid and he got like super strength kind of. But yeah, he's been around for a long time. There was even a movie where he was like a small child, small role in an Elvis movie. But yeah, he's been around forever. I like the Christmas Chronicle, the first one. The second one, not so much. He might be my favorite Santa. He was excellent in that role, but very talented. And Overboard was a fun one that just got, I don't know how many, the 4th release on Blu-ray now. Interesting choice for Severin, but excited for this one. Next up is Night of the Animated Dead. This is a review copy sent from Warner Brothers. It looks to be just an animated take on Night of the Living Dead, the 1968 classic. I like the remake a lot from Tom Savini, but George A. Romero, Godfather of the Dead. Let me know what your favorite zombie movie is. I will say, looking at the back of this, the animation doesn't look great. The front cover looks much better, but on the back, I don't know, it looks, these scenes right here, it just looks kind of basic, doesn't really stand out. So yeah, I feel like this artwork, it doesn't look the same from the back, but who knows? Maybe these just weren't the best shots that they chose. But yeah, it's an animated take on Night of the Living Dead, and it does come with a digital copy. So I'll be checking that out soon. How can you go wrong with that formula? But really, I think it depends on the animation style. And I don't know, the front looks cool, the back, not so much. So I'll be checking that out soon. Next up from Sony Pictures Classics, The Human Factor. I think this is an intriguing concept. It's basically, they give you access to the foremost American negotiators, and behind-the-scenes story from the last 25 years of how the U.S. is trying to, I guess, help pull off the impossible, securing peace between Israel and its neighbors. I don't know if that will ever happen. Holy Land and everything going on there. I feel like it's always been in turmoil, and it might always be, unfortunately. I hope that's not the case. I hope one day there can be a resolution of peace, but I don't know. But this is an interesting concept here, and they're trying to learn from past mistakes, and I want to see from that perspective. So that's exciting, and there's the disc artwork. No real disc artwork on there, but I do like Sony Pictures Classics, what they release, some great films. Next up from Arrow Video is Threshold. The concept of this one seems interesting. Well, more so how they shot it. It was shot on 2 iPhones over the course of a 12-day road trip with a crew of just 3. So that has me intrigued. And they compare it to Kill List, which I really enjoyed the heck out of Kill List. Great kind of like cult movie. And then Resolution. I feel like those two, it's an interesting mixture. I guess because there is an addiction issue in here. It's basically about a brother who has like a road trip with his estranged sister who is an addict. And she says that she's been clean for 8 months, and that she was part of this cult, and they put a curse on her. So everything that's going on, it seems like withdrawal and stuff, it's actually a curse. So interesting concept. Is she telling the truth? Is she not? I'm sure he's going to be skeptical. I checked out the trailer. I thought the lead actress is stunning. I probably shouldn't think that since she's supposed to be an addict in here. But I'm looking forward to checking this one out. The brother has issues of his own, his marriage on the rocks. So yeah, is it going to be like a real cult thing, or is she just going to be, addicted and not telling the truth? But I like the aspect that it was shot on 2 iPhones. That just shows that you can make films on shoestring budget with iPhone. You see a lot more of that these days. So I feel like it's possible to do it, and low budget can be good sometimes. It doesn't have to be a mainstream blockbuster hit. There's been tons of great low budget films that have changed the genre, influenced everything. I'm not a Blair Witch Project fan, but there's been found footage movies before it, but that one really catapulted the found footage genre, which mixed feelings on that one, because a lot of the found footage movies I'm not a big fan of. There's a few good ones out there. I want to do a top 10 of my favorite found footage movies. Spoiler alert, Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch Project will not be on there. They're the 2 most overhyped movies in horror history, for me anyways. I know a lot of people love them, but people say it's just about the marketing. Well, if you're over the age of 5 and you believed a real witch lived in the woods in Maryland, I've got a bridge to sell you. But yeah, I don't know. Those ones aren't for me. But there are some good ones out there. Wreck, of course. But Threshold seems like an interesting concept. It's from Arrow Video, which always does an amazing job in their releases. Their box sets are just mind-blowingly incredible. And then there are standard editions too. They get the transfer, the special features, the films they choose, and then the packaging. Sometimes it'll have a slipcover, the clear case, booklets, disc artwork, reversible artwork, newly commissioned artwork. There is the booklet, and here is the reversible artwork. Mixed feelings on that artwork. I don't know. It kind of reminds me of Society, but I don't really care for that artwork. It just looks kind of cheap. Looks like something I would have done in like 8th grade, maybe. So I don't like that artwork. Sorry to the artist, but I don't know. I don't like the look to it. I feel like it could have looked better, but I do like that artwork, and I'm interested to see how this one plays out. I do like road trip movies. Let me know what your favorite road trip movie is. Let me know what your favorite Arrow Video release is, and what you'd like to see Arrow Video release in the future. And let me know what you'd like to see Paramount Presents release in the future as well. Pretty much like everything they've released, except for The Haunting remake with Liam Neeson, Catherine Zeta. There's a few people in there. But yeah, that one was the only standout stinker for me. The rest I've loved. It just seemed actually odd and out of place too for the rest of the movies. They've still got like a lot of great classic movies. And I haven't seen Breakdown. It looks like it could be an action classic, but The Haunting remake. Next up, American Gods Season 3. And this is based on the novel by New York Times bestselling author Neil Gaiman. Did Sandman, about, old gods and new gods and the different characters. And they're there right there. This is from, on the Stars Network and released by Lionsgate. There's the slipcover. It has a digital copy. And I'll take that out. And it has the swing tray. And 3-disc set. So impromptu unboxing. Let me know what your favorite TV show is on currently. Yellowstone for me is the only show I really watch that I keep up with. That's a current show. Next up is NCIS. This is the 18th season. You know what really needs a Blu-ray release? Starring Mark Harmon, Summer School. I love that movie so friggin' much. Chainsaw and Dave. There's the scene with the substitute teacher, like all the horror effects. That blew me away as a kid. I love it. Such a fun movie. How's that not have a Blu-ray release? Come on, Paramount. Paramount Presents, right up your alley, or just Paramount Release at all. They're releasing a lot of catalog titles too. So that's pretty exciting. Blue Chips. I feel like they didn't really promote that at all. And The Longest Yard remake with Adam Sandler. The Burt Reynolds one is good too, but the Adam Sandler one is just so much more entertaining for me. But yeah, so those are two recent Paramount catalog titles that got Blu-ray releases. So if you didn't know, now you know. But yeah, that would be right up their alley. Summer School desperately needs one. Blu-ray release. Love that movie so friggin' much. Let me know some Blu-rays that you think need a Blu-ray release, or some movies that you think need a Blu-ray release. I feel like True Lies, Abyss are like two of the top ones everybody talks about, but this is the 18th season for NCIS, 30 minutes of bonus features, and 18 seasons. That's so wild. But it's a 4-disc set, 11 hours, 25 minutes. And there the discs are like that. And then inside, you've got the episodes like that for the interior art. But plain simple, functional, practical. That's a good release right there. And then NCIS New Orleans, the 7th and final season. It's got backlit on there and 3 behind-the-scenes featurettes. And yeah, so many of these spin-off ones and shows. I'm shocked NCIS has been on 18 seasons. It's mind-blowing to me. But there we go. And it's the same concept. And then you get the episodes for the interior, which I definitely appreciate that. I like that. Straightforward, it works, and nice release for these DVD sets. But 7 seasons and done for NCIS New Orleans. Let me know what your favorite crime drama show is. But there you go. Those are the 7 pickups. Let me know if you've seen any of them and what you think of them. And let me know which one of these is your favorite. And let me know what I should watch first. I've seen episodes of the TV shows, but I haven't seen the 4 movies right here. So definitely let me know on that. Leave me all those comments down below. And I hope everybody's doing well. Take care.